Hey everybody, Nick here with By Your Side Outfitters. I'm just dropping by to spark a conversation. Two things. They're similar, they're related, but let's start. If you look behind me, this is a roof. There's bad wood that needs to be replaced. And this is just, they just started. There's more wood that they've replaced today so far than that. For those of you that don't know, by day I'm a project manager for a residential roofing company. I make sure the guys have what they need to keep it moving. I deal with the customers. Occasionally I get hands on. And last year I made a post about logging in the United States because a lot of this wood that we use, it's from Canada, from Sweden, from Brazil, and it's crazy to think that there's like wood being shipped everywhere so that way we can have a house that doesn't leak, a house that doesn't fall down. And because there's been a lot of talks about ramping up logging in the United States, and a lot of people don't like that, but that is just a disconnect. People don't know reality. If you're not on the front lines and your reality is based off of news articles, you'll really never be able to know what's going on. And in typical American fashion, the way we ship off our trash and call it recycling, we ship it off to other countries, we drop our computers off at the e-recycling and they ship it off to other countries and so on and so forth. In typical American fashion, we say, hey, out of sight, out of mind. We don't want to cut down our own trees to maintain our own houses, but nobody says a word about cutting down the trees of every other country. So that way you watching this, yes, you can literally have a roof over your head. When I made this post last year, I said, where do we go from here? And there were no solutions because I'll tell you this, there is no substitute for this. Maybe in a few hundred years, but I doubt it since wood has been used for hundreds of thousands of years and will continue to be used. But as of right now, today, the present moment, which is the only reality, there is no substitute for that. And you can't even, if you don't see it with your own two eyes, you can't even begin to comprehend how much wood is used every single day in the United States. Like, this is just one job out of hundreds of thousands of jobs that are going on right now as we speak that need wood. So I'll chime back in and ask the question again. Where do we go from here? Do we take responsibility and man up and cut our own trees down? Or do we continue to cut the trees down from other countries? I'll let you think about that. Number two, the bees, and this is related. We have to, everything is an energy exchange. And once again, there's a big disconnect, between our relationship with animals and insects and all this stuff. Like a lot of people, like just with farmers, for example, a farmer may have to kill a predator in order to save his livelihood. In order to make sure you eat, he has to kill animals, whether that's an animal that's trying to make a comeback in its population or what, it doesn't matter. If you want to eat, that animal has to die. And the list goes on and on as far as that. Even, that's what they say. It doesn't matter what your diet is, what you believe in, whatever lifestyle you have. Living things from plants, insects, and animals have to die in order for your lifestyle to be maintained. And it's all about intention, and respect. You don't want to kill. I don't want to kill the bees, but I have to, so that way this lady can have a roof over her head, literally. So that way, I have to kill the bees so that way these guys are safe, so they don't get stung, fall off the roof, and die. And trust me, there is nobody lining up to trade their life for the life of a bee. People talk a good game, but if it was kill or be killed, you would choose to kill. But never forget that you're not separate from nature. You are nature. One of the most poisonous mindsets is humans doing this to nature, humans in nature, humans in... No. Separation is the only illusion. I don't mean to get philosophical on you. I just call it how I see it, how I feel it. So let me know what you think about all that. Bees and trees. This is Nick with By Your Side Outfitters signing out.